take me through the night, down, down, down by the river, down, down, down by the river, hanging moon in fog, mist will lead where you belong, sweep me off my feet, down, down, down by the river, down, down, down by the river, down, down, down by the river, inky amber, swirling down.
Welcome back to today's stream for Baldur's Gate 3 at Your Mom Games. I hope you are ready for a very exciting and eventful and at one point even traumatizing stream today. It is traumatizing for me. The first time I played it, I stopped the game right there, went back to play a vanilla walkthrough, playthrough, which is kind of like a Tav who does not have the Dark Urge, a main character who does not have the Dark Urge, because I was so scared of what the Dark Urge would do after this that I stopped. But my children assured me that is the last time that has to happen in the game if I so choose. And so I went ahead and started a Dark Urge playthrough, and I love it. So we are going to take a minute because I also realized that in my urgency not to have too many rests, not to have 10 rests before the Ritual of Thorns with the Druids, I skipped a rest scene that actually gives us some context. So I went back and re-recorded that scene so that you could see it. It's very short. It's about 6 minutes, and we'll just go ahead and watch that now before I proceed with the rest of the walkthrough. So imagine that our erstwhile hero type sort of kind of people have just arrived at the Grove, and this is when that scene takes place.
Be with you in a moment. Indulging in a spot of vanity. Handsome devil, aren't I? Be that as it may.
Ceramorphosis. What does it make you think of? Ah, yes. The good old days. Day 1, fever and memory loss. Day 2, hallucinations and graying skin. Day 3, hair loss and blood leaking from all orifices. Need to go on? Day 4, excruciating pain as the skeleton and organs reform and reposition. Day 5, the host personality has disappeared. Fingers and toes and limbs elongate. I take it you get the picture? Day 6, the flesh around the mouth splits to make way for tentacles. Day 7, a mind flayer is born. This is the annotated version, of course. Exactly. Our orifices remain blissfully unblooded, our heads remain clear, and our blood temperature normal. Any expert will agree this is abnormal. That, alas, is where my knowledge fails me. A rogue might call it luck, a priest might call it fate. As for myself, I'm a pragmatic. I see the silence before the storm. Something to sleep on. We should get some rest.
I saw you getting a lecture from our magical friend. I have to say, I thought you'd look worse, but no. Not a tentacle to be seen. It's unexpected, but we shan't complain. I'm not taking anything for granted, of course. First sign of change, and I'll have to stop that pretty little heart of yours. I am open to suggestions. Knives, poison, strangulation, whatever you'd prefer. I don't think poison is for me. Nor stabbing, come to think of it. I always felt decapitation was a fine choice. One good swing and then nothing. But we were talking about you. What'll it be? A fine choice. Now, to use sword or axe. Or saw. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. This is all a worst-case scenario, obviously. If the last day has taught me anything, it's that the impossible is more likely than you think. Now, let's get some rest. The sooner we start tomorrow, the better our chances of keeping this hypothetical.
Abominations grow inside us. Our bones should ache, our mouths should bleed, yet we thrive. It is madness. Keep your rest short. Time is not our ally.
I couldn't help but overhear. Well, alright, I could have helped, but didn't. Anyway, I feel the same. Other than the occasional mental exchange, it's almost as if we're not infected. The voice on the ship told me I'd become a beautiful weapon. What do you think it meant? Whatever they were, those plans were interrupted by the dragons. Either way, we can't take the lack of symptoms for granted. We have to find a healer. Well, I've said my piece. Get some rest.
Okay, so that is where I missed that scene. I'm so sorry. But actually, since we last episode, I have discovered a way to avoid the Ritual of Thorns taking place at all in 10 days, because this game is loaded with options, you know, like if you do this, then you can make this happen instead. I discovered a new way to do that, so I'm not in as much of a panic at any rate to make sure that happens, not in as much of a rush. But here we are. We are picking up right where we left off with Karlach, Shadowheart, and Asterion in our party, and we have just finished speaking to Maul, who is the little scammer who wants us to steal the statue, and her little crew of thieves here in the Tiefling hideaway. So let's go back up to the Tiefling camp. And there is somebody really important we need to talk to. Oh, I wish I was a secret extraterrestrial. People are like, 5G, and it's like, oh man, I mean, give me all the 5G. Maybe I'll become a superhero. Maybe that will work for me.
Thought I sensed an inferno around here. But you aren't from Elturel. What's your story?
I spent a good bit of time in the Hells. Enlisted against my will by the Archdevil Zariel. Same as you, I suppose, if you're from Elturel. The Devils were delighted when your city was swallowed up. I thought they had you for keeps. Glad you got out.
I got lucky. It looks like you did too. And you brought some infernal machinery with you.
A little gift from Zariel. Keeps me burning hot.
Very hot by the smell of it. Might be burning out a piston ring or leaking oil. Mind if I take a listen?
Be my guest. But don't get too close or your eyes will melt shut.
Phew! You really are burning up. Whoever put that engine together tried to house metallurgized Demono valves inside a Ragnak's alloy casement. Very risky. I might be able to help. But I'd need infernal iron. And a prayer that my hammer will survive the work. That thing isn't meant to operate outside of Ernest. I'm not sure how much longer it'll keep running the way it's going.
Will you be able to turn down the temperature a little? Worried I'm gonna go in for a handshake and singe someone's arm off one of these days.
I'd worry about surviving the night first. But help one, help both. If we can cool you off, it'll stabilize your engine and allow you to touch whomever you please. I've sensed some during our travels. It has a pull to it. Absolutely magnetic, once you know what you're looking for. I can show you where I'd look. Meanwhile, I've still got plenty of weapons and armor in stock if you're looking to load up.
Sorry, I had my mic muted. All right. And I don't actually think I will have enough to buy very much from him, but I'll get what I can. I would like one of these and one of those. And I'll take 2 of these. That's good for now. Can she just jump in a lake somewhere to cool off? That is a great question.
Forged from the heart.
And if you romance her, people have even tried just throwing water on her. And they have dialogue for that in the game, if that's something you thought to do. So, like, you want to hug her or kiss her, so the game devs just knew somebody was going to try to throw water on her, and there is literally dialogue for that. So, pretty funny. I will try to find a link and send it to you. All right, so let's go to camp now. It's time to go to camp and continue the story, the Dark Urges story. I'm going to run over and let's change up our Tav's hair a little bit. By the way, in case you're confused when I say Tav, the Dark Urge's name is Tav, but in this, for some reason, they call it the Dark Urge, you know, because that's the character you're playing. It becomes apparent later on why that's the case. Yes, she is. Exactly right. Karlach is a very popular romance option because she is really, really just a sweetie pie. Okay, here we go.
I'm so glad I found... Wait, it's me. It's Althera from the Grove. I'm sorry for barging in like this, but I had to come find you. You've... well, inspired me. I want to stand on my own 2 feet, to prove that I can be half the bard Lihala was. I want to join you, to fight by your side. I want to help people, as you've helped me.
Are you sure? I lead a dangerous life.
I've been running since Elturel. And when we finally arrived at the Grove, we found danger there too. Unless I hide away from the world, I can't avoid it. So I'd rather face it head on, with you.
All right, you can stay, but just for now, let's see how you do.
Really? Oh, this is wonderful.
I don't know why they do that there.
I won't let you down. I promise.
Yeah? Really? Really, really? Oh, fine. I'll be here eating dirt or whatever.
Go ahead. I'm listening. With pleasure. Lead on.
I just told him to join me, if you didn't catch that. And let's see, poor Gale, he really needs some heals. Let's see if we can get him some. Oh. Okay, let's see. Do I have any potions at all? I guess I should have stopped to see Auntie, but I didn't. Well, I mean, he'll be okay. Let me see if
Time to dally.
Shadowheart can heal him. Nope, Shadowheart can't heal him, so
No one stopped me yet.
he's just gonna have to look a mess. All right, here, let's take a nice rest. I'm gonna leave Shadowheart out of my crew, too.
Something the matter? If you're sure. Fine. I'll be here whenever you rediscover your taste in company.
I don't know. I get bored with her hairstyle being the same. I figure it's nighttime. She's not gonna have her hair up at night, right? Here it is. Close your eyes.
Your eyes with a lurch,
Close your eyes.
and you are not in your bed. You stand above a body which is in a state of gore nearly beyond recognition. The body of that brave girl who earnestly swore to devote her life to your cause. Her blood covers you, and its warmth feels like the embrace of an old friend. You recall nothing of how you ended up here, but your head pounds and aches.
So I'm going to investigate. I'm going to investigate the surroundings to look for an explanation. Ooh, I passed it.
There are dozens and dozens of wounds on the corpse. The killer did not stop savaging it, even when she was long gone. And your dominant arm aches. It aches from stabbing over and over. No matter how it appears, the body is there, and her blood is on your hands. The question flows through your mind. Who are you, really, that you could be guilty of such bitter business?
So the game gives me some options here. I can wonder what curse is in my heart to kill in my sleep. I could say, push the thoughts away, I'd rather not know. I could refuse to believe this was my doing, or admire this beautiful death, or connect with the parasite. Is it responsible? So that's what I'm going to do, because I think anybody who woke up in this situation with no memory of their past, that's what they'd want to do first, right?
The little worm seems silent. Your companions sleep blissfully tonight. If it were the rage of a tadpole, no others seem to be affected. You don't have much time for reflection now. You need to act. You may only have a few moments before the others awaken and begin to cast blame for the hot sin before you.
So now I have some options. I can go to the nearest water to wash the blood away, or I can try to hide the body and pass a stealth check. And because I'm a rogue, I would probably pass that check. Very good chance I would, which would be hiding everything from the party. Prepare to face the others. I'm not going to hide. That's an option. Or I could just go back to sleep, which would be pretty cold-blooded, I would say. But because I am going to be playing a heroic playthrough and because I have no stones at all to see what happens, if I hide this from my party, I'm just going to go ahead and face the others. I'm not trying to go deep down the dark urge well.
Your misdeed is bright and clear as the dawning day.
By the gods themselves. What kind of nightmare is this?
He's hoping the explanation is less sloppy than the kill.
Now, I can't help but notice that one of us is positively drenched in blood. So...
I'm going to say something I'm confident we're all thinking. Was this your doing?
So I could lie. I could try deception and say it must have been a feral animal. She was long dead. Or I can just tell the truth. I don't know what happened. I woke up and she was dead.
I'm going to make the obvious point that you are covered in blood, friend. Point the finger where you will, but you're the one we've caught red-handed. This is not beyond the remit of what the parasite might command.
The worm in your head has never slept more peacefully. You know in your heart it was something deeper, hungrier.
I don't know. It could have been the tadpole, even though I know that's not true.
If the parasite is truly to blame, we must be more vigilant than ever and hope this affliction spreads no further. I'm keeping my eye on you.
An uneasy feeling lingers in the air. As the Inquisition departs, you are left alone with a familiar headache.
So now I get to decide how to respond to this. And these different choices will determine how deep you go down the well. So I could mourn for her, and I truly wish to journey besides Alfira, which I really didn't. I wasn't really even crazier about her joining my team here. I could vow that I'll gain control and save the next innocent, or breathe deeply. I have to uncover the cause of my mad spree so it doesn't happen again. I could giggle, and the only joy greater than murder is to get away with it, or grind my jaw that was close. I'll have to hide my crime more carefully next time. I'm going to breathe deeply and uncover the cause of this mad spree, I think.
Much is uncertain, but you know one thing for sure. The darkness will strike again, unless you find a light.
Oh, looky here. Look who it is. Now, this is where this game gets super funny. I've just brutally murdered somebody in camp. And all of my party is like, I'm watching you, right? Now watch the approvals in the upper left-hand corner when I pet the dog.
You spot a name on the dog's collar.
I guess I should wash the blood off.
Scratch.
She doesn't look like a sleep killer. Everybody approves. I've just... Gail, Will, Carlock, they all approve. I've just murdered a girl. And they're like, oh, but she's petting the dog. This game, the dark humor is exquisite. I just love it. I just love it. Okay, all cleaned off. Scratch is a good dog. Glad he came.
Why are we slowing down?
Carlock has got nothing to say about it. I'm gonna ask about her chest, though. Weird question.
I'll tell you all about it after we've taken down those paladins I'm after. Believe me, it's worth the wait.
She doesn't want to talk about anything until I complete her mission, so I'm just gonna go ahead and say leave. Is that right? Because who am I taking with me? Oh, actually, I am taking her with me on my next,
Aces.
Okay, great. And let me see what Shadowheart has to say about the murder.
I thought this camp was supposed to be our safe haven. Not quite so when we wake up to dead tiefling bards. I may have difficulty sleeping for a while.
Fair. What happened to Alfira, I wasn't responsible. I think that's a cheesy thing for the Dark Urge to say, but...
So, you're not in full control of your faculties? If you think it might happen again, warn me. I would hate to have to kill you.
Oh, she doesn't want to kill me. That's so sweet.
Just so you know, I don't judge you for what happened to that bard, Alfira. But the look of guilt on your face was priceless.
I feel horrible about it.
I don't care, really. But you could have been more subtle about it.
So I'm going to leave Asterion behind, which doesn't happen very often in my playthroughs.
Oh, darling, I'm hurt. I thought we had something special.
Just stay here.
I guess I'll spend my evenings lounging here while you do all the hard work. It sounds awful.
Such a dramatic boy.
I was no friend to Alfira, but there was no sense in killing her. I'll be watching everyone in this camp like a hawk. Especially you.
I didn't kill Alfira, no matter what you might think. Which is not really...
I'll tell you what I think anyway. I won't miss Alfira, but I won't stand for chaos. Govern your hunger before it governs you.
Okay.
Alfira wouldn't have harmed a housefly. A gentle young soul slain in her prime. That's the spirit.
That's the spirit. Oh, the irony is so thick in this game. I love it so much. Okay, so now we have a project to do here. We need to go explore some ruins. I guess before I do, I'll go ahead and upgrade my favorite warlock. we're going with Pact of the Blade. I might have done this already before. I had to go back and replay some things for a reason. So if I've done anything and you notice it, like, oh, this has happened before, I might have just not done everything in exactly the same order.
Never a dull moment.
Okay, so let's head out. Karlak has something to say.
So, hey, we've got this soul coin, right? Thing is, I think I can use it. My engine can, anyway. Zariel used to top me up every now and again when she wanted me to go after an especially wicked target.
Aren't you afraid this will overload your engine?
Nah, it'll be fine.
What, do you have a coin slot in your heart, or what?
Sort of. Next time we find ourselves toe-to-toe with something we want to squash, drop a coin in. See what happens.
Okay, intriguing. Next time we're in battle, we'll make sure you get one.
Fuck yes. Now I just need something to sink my teeth into.
Okay, great. And I'm going to be honest, I've never used a soul coin with Karlak before because I'm afraid I'm going to hurt her. But I've been doing some reading on it, and apparently it doesn't hurt her, so I'm going to learn how to use the soul coins. I'm sure there's a way, very simple way to use it. I just haven't done it yet. Let me do a quick save.
You! Not another step, hear me? Boss! Got company up here!
He's a mess.
What's this then? Trying to creep around us and loot the crypt? Not happening. Or is it the ship you're after? Don't matter either way. It's ours. All of it.
I don't think they care if I mean no harm. They look like they're kind of thuggish, so let's see. I'm gonna persuade them that that ship is full of monsters. I wouldn't go near it.
Well, in that case, come on, you lot. No point in getting killed. Second worm gets the cheese and all.
Second mouse gets the cheese, no?
Nobody's getting any damn cheese. Now move it.
Why do you people look? Everything all right out there?
Gimblebach triggered some trap. He needs help right now. Try a little deception. That failed. Huh. Okay. Oh, it's gonna let me have another roll. Thank goodness.
Oh, I told her it wasn't safe out there. Get inside and I'll rustle up some bandages.
Okay, let's go inside and clear out this ruin.
Who the hell's...
You're dead!
Light on my feet.
Let's try some Tasha's hideous laughter.
Reason Penny.
This is my time. 2 steps at a time.
Heading out.
One can't always be a gentleman. Battle favors the fearless.
He's ticklish, right? Not only can you immobilize somebody with laughter, you can kill them with mockery. Which I don't have vicious mockery in this playthrough because I'm not a bard. But if you get any characters and you give them bard abilities, you can take out opponents with insults, and it's pretty funny. Okay, we're gonna loot the daylights out of this place. Looting is super important because everything has a monetary value that you can sell, and you need a lot of money in this game if you want to have good equipment and spells and scrolls and potions. So you need to get all this good stuff. Food, those are things that you need in order to rest. You need to have 40 camp supply points. So as you can see, this carafe of wine is 1 camp supply, so you need a lot of wine. You actually get an award if you ever, you get a trophy, an in-game trophy, if you only drink wine as a meal and you don't have anything else. It is canon that Gale is actually the camp cook. At some point in the game, Will mentions that Gale cooks the food. So whatever we get, theoretically, Gale is preparing for everybody back at camp. Not to mention, your environment often has important clues. Now, as you can see, it lets me usually put items somewhere. So if I put it in my wares, it will be marked for me. So when I do go to camp or I need to get rid of heavy things in my pack, a great place to start is my wares, because they're not things that I actually need to use. I have no legitimate use for a cutting board in game, except to sell it. Mocking kills, you just hurt their feelings. Vicious Mockery. They have to be pretty low on health points before Vicious Mockery will do the job, but you can kind of immobilize them with Vicious Mockery, like, you know, make them put their head in their hands and just, you know, feel ashamed, so ashamed they won't attack. So embarrassed they won't do anything to you. Hey Mal, how are you? Thanks for showing. I appreciate it. My pitiful YouTube algorithms, thank you.
No more prayers. Only silence and dust.
Quite ready for you.
Ancient, indecipherable text covers the plaque.
Dead tongue. Whoever worshipped here must be long gone.
Death and Divinity, a Godly Guide. I'm not going to read it, but if you're ever interested in reading these, I can always put it together for you, or you could play it and read it for yourself.
Most excellent.
I do try to distribute stuff between teammates so that one party member doesn't become too weighed down by all this stuff. The Mortal View. Eyewitness accounts of, let's see, I forget. Oh, I don't know. Vampires? I don't know. Okay. Did I miss a whole camp pack over here? I don't believe it. Yeah, I did. Ah, sausage links! I know it's boring to watch, but when you play the game, you have no idea how much joy you get from finding a Waterhavian cheese wedge. It's extremely joy-inspiring. Like, oh, a cheese wedge. I have a cheese wedge, wee. So gratifying. Don't worry, more combat coming, and more mystery too. Now is a good time to ask questions. Any questions?
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
But not that much cheese? Well, it's for the whole camp, you know? Everybody's gotta eat it. So let me pull up a flaming arrow here if I have one. Do I have a flaming arrow? Because that would be most handy right now. I do not. So, well, it is what it is.
How'd you get past Andor? Back off!
Okay, no questions. Well, we're on to the battle anyway.
Hey, someone's in here.
We have a lot to explore in this ruin, but not until these guys leave us alone.
Which way to the nearest light?
I won't give in. Death won't take me yet.
Tactical games like this will often shift the view to above the team so you can see where all the players are moving, kind of like a chessboard, if you will. So you can kind of strategize as to what's coming next. Oh, here comes the mage. Oh, well, you know what I'm going to give you for that? That's what I'm going to give you for that.
Smell blood. Close ranks.
Wild magic. Until the end of your rage, flowers and vines sprout around you, making the ground difficult terrain. Well,
the hammer's
awesome.
gonna fall.
I found my mark.
Anybody who comes through that door is going to be on fire and getting cut by blades.
What's this?
Ah, he's down. Oh, leather boots, leather gloves. We'll send it all to camp.
Making my move.
Can't do that for some reason.
Another day, another fight.
Oh, that was easy. She did not like Hellish Rebuke at all.
Fuck yes.
Bull's doing pretty good. Gale is just getting... Oh, Gale is down. Gale, I'll try to help you in a minute, buddy.
Don't waste a step.
Oh no. I hope they don't kill me. Oh, good, the main out here. Karlach can get her now.
I need to hold on.
This is good. I don't think you're gonna dodge this one. Ah, there we go. Oh, that wasn't so bad. Let's see. I think I've got one
I'll
left.
strike you down.
Oh, maybe not. Oh no! Is Karlach the only one standing? I better go rescue him. Better save Gale. Do I have any potions? Oh good, I have one. Excellent.
Let me recite their demise.
There must be one potion in here for Gale. Come on, come on. There is one potion in here for Gale.
I cannot die. Please help me.
Yikes. Yikes. This is getting very sketchy. We have to rage again. Ooh, I can summon an intangible spirit each turn. Ooh, okay, let me get her over here, because that might be super helpful. Ooh, thank you. Okay. Well, let me put you over here then. Let's make them come out to get us. You're gonna have to come out to get us. There's no way to get us from over there. And I can summon an intangible spirit. What on earth? Look at that little thing. Look at him. Well, that was quick. What happened? Ah. He's got you now. He has got your number now, Chickadee. Or not. I'm in trouble. Oh my gosh. I'm in trouble. Should I go for this one? Yeah, because he's only got 55. So let me get him with a searing smite of Avernus. A reckless attack. Oh, he is gone. He is done. Do I have a second one? Nope. That's it. Okay. There's no way you're gonna beat Karlach, though. You're done for, lady. You are done for. Let's help Take my hand.
The lance board is set. Step to it.
I'm gonna sacrifice Gale to her. There we go. I think my Tav is dead. I think I'm gonna have to res her. That's right. That's right.
Cry about it.
Karlach to the rescue. Okay, let me resurrect or help Gale. And then we will resurrect Tav. So if you look over at my Tav, she's gray and she has a skull over her face. That means she is gone. G-O-N-E, gone. But not to worry, because we can revive her. Subject is blocked. Okay. Oh no, she's blocked.
Elminster's not around, so it might as well.
That didn't work. Uh-oh. Oh, let me try Mage Hand. Maybe I can move them with the Mage Hand. Let's see.
Ready and choose over there.
Can I operate the Mage Hand? There we go. Pick her up. Pick her up. Nope, can't do anything with the Mage Hand. I will just come over here with the Mage Hand.
I'd love to, thanks.
Why can't I resurrect her? Let's see if I can isolate her better from this angle. No! I need Tav now. I actually under somebody else's body. Okay, got her. Whew, okay.
I need to hold on.
Well, she's a mess. We've killed everybody, so let's go back to camp and do a quick rest. So we can heal and get all of our stuff back. You can see the camp looks a little different. That is because whenever you go to a new place... Oh no, the camp changes. I've got to bring everybody back one by one now. Okay.
What to do?
We're all at camp. Okay, we're gonna do a quick rest. Oh, what's happening here?
Hellsfire. She's coming.
Well, you've been naughty. And you know what happens when you're naughty.
Gods damn it. Anyone but her.
Just who in the nine hells are you?
Well, you absolute stinker. You kept me a secret? Time to let the Hellcat out of the bag. Call me Mizora. I'm Will's patron, the fount of his power. My pet's been unruly, and his leash needs a yank. We had a deal, Will. But Karlak's still breathing.
I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora. And at least those can be buried after.
That's no kind of talk for a lady. By the way, Karlak, Zariel sends her regards.
You told me! Devils only! She's a tiefling, not a monster!
How precious. The little pupster's found his bark.
Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless.
Karlak meets the criteria by virtue of having no heart.
You better not lay a damned finger on Karlak.
Don't you worry. That ship has long sailed the Styx. But a defiant pup must still pay his price. To wit,
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence and their torment.
that's better.
What the hells have you done?
A promise broken, a price paid. You know the terms.
Get used to the new form, pet.
There's no going back. Some magic even I can't undo.
Now, let's see how the frontiers fare without their precious blade.
Karlak, keep an eye on him, would you? I'll be keeping mine on you. Oh, and Will, don't forget, our pact still stands. Ta-ta.
I'll be honest, soldier. I'm reeling. Will hardly knows me, but he chose my life over his. Been a long time since someone stuck their neck out for me like that. You can say that again. When he was chasing me through Avernus, I thought he was just another sad merc. How wrong I was.
Something's wrong. I feel... it hurts. Darkness, protect me. It's difficult for me to talk about. I'm sorry. You're not going to let this go, are you? I worship Shar, the Mistress of the Night. Now that you have the truth, please don't make a big fuss about it.
A Shah worshipper? Not my usual quarry, nor my usual ally.
True. I didn't think you'd react so pragmatically. Perhaps I should have told you sooner. Talk to me later. This day's been long enough already.
Gods damn her, straight back to the hells. Just look at me. I did what was right, and Mizora made me pay for it. I'd be hunting devils and demons, she said. Traitors and hypocrites, heartless evils of all sorts, but not Zariel's victims. Not innocent tieflings.
Warlock pacts tend to be unforgiving from what you know of them. Will was lucky he didn't face a more severe punishment.
The Blade of Frontiers has some explaining to do. I'm not going to call him a fraud, because obviously he has his reasons.
I'll say what I can, but it won't be enough. It's Mizora who grants me the power to conjure armor and cast eldritch blasts. Before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts and summon festering clouds. But I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast.
How in the hells did you get involved with Mizora?
The one little question that put me out of house and home. I can't utter the terms or circumstances of the pact. I can tell you most all else, but the pact, I'm forbidden, unless Mizora permits it. But I'll say this. The moment I pacted myself to Mizora, I have not regretted for a heartbeat. It was my proudest deed. It was worth the sacrifice. All I can give you on that is my solemn word.
Hey, so it sounds like he sacrificed his soul, maybe, to save somebody else. So, unfortunately, my mic was silenced before when I was going to explain Shar worship. Shar worshippers are into pain. They're into having pain and inflicting pain, and they're very secretive, and they have sort of a nefarious agenda. The goddess Shar is the goddess of darkness, and she is the twin sister of Selune, the moon goddess, and you're kind of at war with each other, so that's the context there, in case you were wondering what it was.
You have a manner of irresistible desperation about you. I like it.
Okay. And let's see if anybody else has anything to add, like Lae'zel.
Speak.
Lae'zel does not seem to care about what just happened to Will. Okay, so we came here to rest, and then we're going to go back and finish the ruins. It won't take very long.
Tonight, you can't chase the thoughts of that poor girl you killed from your head. You wonder what she looked like as she died. Squirming, skewered in abject agony.
I could sigh dreamily at that fantasy, or go for a walk to try and stop myself from retching. I think that'll be my choice.
Your body barely complies. You feel such rushes from your thoughts of the dead woman. Why did she die? The mystery gnaws at your pounding heart.
Milady? Jubilant day! I have found your vile self at last! Sceleritas fell. Your loyal and ever-adoring butler. I followed you, my dear rotted master. We have been parted so tragically long.
I'm in a nightmare, aren't I?
We are in a place darker than any prison, hotter than any fire, where the souls of the innocent scream in sacred agony. Your flayed and putrefied heart. Thump thump. I found you following the stench of that bard. She reeked across the coast like a piece of dog muck on the road.
Did you cause me to kill her?
Such fine work could never be done by a wretch like me. Anyways, I come once again bearing a part of your dreadful inheritance. You earned this iniquitous prize through your great show of exceptional violence the other night. I'm sure Master will be better soon. A fellow of your fine breeding is never down for long. I cannot wait until your next act of shameless barbarity.
You are going to tell me everything about my past life.
Though I would love to regale you with your past triumphs, I cannot. I am forbidden to interfere. Our betters will not allow it. Be true to yourself, my lady.
So, I have received the Deathstalker mantle. So, the more murders you commit, the cooler things you get. The Deathstalker mantle is actually a wonderful cape that I can equip. And after, let the shadow itself, once per turn, when you kill an enemy, shroud yourself in primeval darkness to become invisible for 2 turns. That comes in very handy, actually, so I'm going to equip it. And yeah, let me make sure everybody's together. And now we will really quick go back and finish the tomb because there's more things happening there. Or the ruins, I should say. Now that everybody is taken out. I think I already looted that one. So, Sceleritas fell, huh? He seems nice. Kind of. For, I mean, if you're a serial killer, I guess. He seems really nice. The Mortal View. Eyewitness accounts of the Baalspawn crisis. Now this I will read, because it's important. Of course I remember. Knew the second that girl was walking that she'd be trouble. Little thief, always in everyone's business. And that ward of Gorion went right along with her. No surprise a wicked god's blood was running in their veins. Anonymous, Candlekeep. Saravok and his lot are always the first ones that come to mind. You know, this all started with a bit of iron in Nashkel. Everyone thought their weapons would rot out of their hands. Back then, I thought the problem was bad trade. Never took the man for a son of Baal. Amnian mercenary interviewed on his deathbed. You dare speak that name to me? My mistress was turned to ash fighting those forsaken wretches. I curse Baal, I curse Irenicus, and I curse you. Hostile vampire Athkatla slums. The five tore Tethir to pieces. I don't think anyone expected more Baalspawn showing up would fix the war that a pack of them started. Then again, they were all inclined to killing each other, eh? Good riddance. Here's hoping every last one of them has been wiped off the face of Faerun. Saradish merchant retired. I'm not authorized to be talking about any murder with someone like you. Take it up at the Sea Tower if you want to argue. But honestly, who cares if a Baalspawn might get stuck to them? Baalspawn got it stuck to them. Their father's the killing type after all. Flaming Fist Gauntlet, Baldur's Gate. Several hundred more interviews follow, most of them terse. Okay. And that's important context for our protagonist here.
No lock, no handle. How does it open?
I'm starting to wish I had Asterion with me. I think what I'm going to do, instead of looting everything just for time's sake, I'll come back and loot after our stream is finished.
Something over there.
Just so you know, when the next stream starts, I will have looted all of this stuff. But let's go on. We have one more character to meet really quick, so let's go meet him.
This place wasn't built for the living.
This is why I wanted Asterion. Lockpicking. He's so much better at it than everybody else. There we go.
Armed scribes. But no sign of a struggle.
Seriously, armed.
Scribe of the dead. Didn't think anyone still worshipped him.
The inscription is in a language unknown to you.
That's Curio.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, we're gonna fight some skeletons. Let's go. Now, Tasha's hideous laughter doesn't really work on skeletons. In spite of the fact that they're made of bones, they don't actually have a funny bone.
I'm holding back. Coming through.
Just saying.
I speak, they burn.
I got this.
In position.
Until the end of your rage, flowers and vines sprout around you, making the ground difficult terrain. That's handy. We did that last time. You never know what's going to happen when Karlach goes into her wild magic rage. Anything can happen. You just don't know. Oh, he silenced me, which means Gale cannot cast any spells inside of that bubble. So if you're silenced, you cannot cast magic. You can be attacked by magic, but you cannot cast magic from inside.
Forever dauntless. Unleash me.
And this is why you always equip your mage with a bow, because if they're silenced, at least they can still shoot a bow.
For another round. Aye, aye.
Now, that's right. They are not that scary. Actually, the first time you fight them, they're pretty challenging. But I fought them a few times, so I kind of know what they're about now.
On the victor's path. Allow me to demonstrate. Striking distance.
I'm heating up.
I don't know who else to go after here.
No holding back. A rough tempest I will raise.
Well, Gale is hanging on by a thread. This should do it.
This is gonna feel good. Moving.
Here we go again.
See how the cloak turns Tav invisible after she has a successful attack? That's how it is.
You have my attention.
Where am I needed?
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
I love that.
A lot of effort to hide one sarcophagus.
Let us read the plaque, can we?
Here lies the guardian of tombs. Through knowledge comes atonement.
Okay, so this character is actually really important.
So he has spoken, and so thou standest before me. Right, as always. What a curious way to awaken. Now, I have a question for thee. What is the worth of a single mortal's life?
So he has spoken. What are you talking about? Or little spooked by the crawling out of the tomb bit. What are you?
I am not the same as those thou hast slain, if that is what thou askest. Wilt thou answer my question?
Okay, go ahead and ask.
So, I ask again, what is the worth of a single mortal life?
So there are a lot of options here. Mortals live to die, to be slaughtered. Mine seems worth little as my blood calls me to harm others. No one life is worth more than any other. We're all equal. That depends on a person's deeds. Life's only value is as currency. Doesn't matter to me otherwise. Each life is of infinite value and merits sacrificing everything for. Now, I would answer number 6, but I think my Tav is a little conflicted. I think the Dark Urge is a little confused about the value of life, so I'm gonna have her answer. Mine seems worth little as my blood calls me to harm others.
A life and how it is lived are different equations. Very well. I am satisfied. We have met, and I know thy face. We will see each other again at the proper time and place. Farewell.
Haunted One, unfamiliar familiarity. The Dark Urge is inspired. She just got 25 XP. We've completed exploring the ruins. And we will stop the stream here. Oh, I got the Amulet of Voices, by the way, which will let anyone who's wearing that necklace speak to the dead. And we got that. So that's everything here for today. I am going to go ahead and save. Thank you for watching the stream. I hope you are enjoying it. We will pick up here next time. See you then.